Hey everyone, welcome to our 64th episode of Brew Talk with Mr. Beer. My name is Robert Lewis. I'm once again your host for today's show. Appreciate you guys, as always, taking the time to tune in and watch us. Before we dive into our topic, a little housekeeping. As always, if you enjoyed today's episode, any of our past episodes, please make sure to share them on whatever social media platform you are. Make sure to like or comment on it. Helps us know that we're doing a good job, that you guys are enjoying them. If you want to see the notes and things that that we're talking about here, go to our blog page. It's on Mr.Beer.com/blog. We put all of our notes on there for all of our videos that we do. Also a ton of blog posts on there going back 7-8 years. A lot of good information on there. Just some really cool stuff. And also please make sure to follow us on all social media platforms: Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram. We do share some more kind of behind the scenes stuff and a lot of brewery pics, or your guys' pictures on Instagram. So if you're posting on Instagram, make sure to tag us at Mr.Beer or use the hashtag Mr.Beer. Alright, so today's topic, I have a quick episode for you. There's something I saw in the Facebook group that I thought would be interesting to talk about. Basically, why you should tilt your bottles during bottling. It's something that we mentioned in our instructions. If you ever brewed for us with the first time, where you follow instructions very closely when you brew, when it comes to bottling, we tell you to hold your bottle at an angle. We don't really tell you why to do that, we just tell you to hold it. Basically, holding at the angle, what that will do is that prevents oxygen from getting into your beer, which can create off flavors. The off flavors that you usually get from having an oxygenated beer is like a cardboard flavor in your beer, which is not something that you want. So basically, if you do not tilt your bottle, the beer just pours straight down into the straight down into the bottom of the bottle, and then what it's going to do is going to kick up at the bottom up here, and that little kick up is going to create some oxygen bubbles, so it's going to get oxidized a little bit, and you can lead to that off flavor. I mean, it can be very subtle. Some people won't taste, some people can, but it's just something that you don't want in your beer, that you want to reduce the risk of for having in your beer. So what you want to do is you want to have your beer flow down the side of the bottle. So show and tell. I got a spigot, I got a bottle, so it kind of sits flat right in your a little closer, so it's flat in your fermenter like that. So you go to bottle, if you hold it flat like this, that beer's just going to go straight down, create the oxygen flavor. So you want to tilt it at an angle as much as you can. So usually you get it about there. What that will do is all the beer will run down the side here, and then it'll fill up the bottle, so it won't kick up and create oxygen. It's the same thing if you were to pour beer. If you were to pour beer from a tap, or you're pouring beer into a glass or something like that, you always hold the glass at an angle and pour your bottle in, or pour your tap. So it's the same way that you do that to prevent getting a glass full of foam. When it comes to bottling, you do that to prevent a bottle full of oxygen beer, which is not good. So you want to make sure you do that. And another thing you can do to kind of help make sure that you're reducing the risk of getting beer oxidized during bottling is a bottling wand. I would sell on our website, depending on what kind of spigot you have, they either insert into the spigot or will go around the barb edge of the spigot, and it makes bottling very easy. You just sits on your spigot. You can open your spigot up, and it's spring loaded, so when you put your bottle in there, you push your bottle up, and the beer comes out and fills from the bottom up, which creates an awesome bottling process and makes it super easy to do. That's going to wrap it up. Like I said, it was a quick episode, but I thought it was something that was important to touch on. As a question, not something we've ever talked about before, so I thought it would be useful to cover it. So like I mentioned earlier, I got this idea from our Facebook groups. If you want to learn more about brewing with Mr. Beer or hang out with like-minded individuals of Mr. Beer, join our Facebook group, Mr. Beer's Brewing Society. You can find that by searching Mr. Beer's Brewing Society on our Facebook page on Facebook, or you can get it from our Facebook page. You can get there as well. We ask that you answer the 3 questions. If you don't answer the 3 questions, we won't let you in. They're very simple, easy questions to answer, so please do them so we can let all of our awesome brewers in. We usually let people in about once or twice a week. We like to let them in batches, that way everyone can get welcomed and then get accustomed to the group. And there's like 1,500 people in there or something now, growing super fast. So it's gonna wrap it up. Hope you guys have a great week. Hope you guys have been drinking some home brews. Hope you are brewing some awesome beers. Hope you guys have a good weekend. Cheers.